He's back! Hey, what's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are at right now in the world or when you're watching this or listening to this. It's your boy, Drawkinglo. Today on the podcast, episode 4. Yay! Give it a claps up. We're at episode 4. Episode 4, man. We're here talking about my weight journey. We're going to label this episode health. Yeah, we're going to label this episode health. So today I drawed Sakamoto to anime. I just got into I think in December. And it's a real cool anime if people are watching it. It's on Netflix. I literally stumbled onto it on Netflix. It was a cool premise. I started watching it. It's about this gentleman who is one of the top assassins in the anime, and he finds this woman who cooks phenomenal, and he falls in love with her, and they end up having a family, and he settles down and becomes a store owner in some type of corner store or whatever you would want to call it. And he gets fat because he's eating. He's not training to be an assassin anymore. He ain't skinny no more. So he was skinny, then he turned into fat. He turned fat. The reason why I drawed Sakamoto, the show's called Sakamoto's Days, is because I relate so much to this character. I really, really, really relate to this character. Where in my weight journey, I wasn't skinny and I got fat, but now I was fat and I'm getting skinnier, right? It's kind of the reverse, right? And I also found a girlfriend who I want to settle down and raise the whole family stuff, and yeah, that was doing the family thing, you know what I mean. Big shout outs to my son Elijah. His birthday passed last week Wednesday. We went out, we did the whole family thing. We did fantasy fair. We did the VR stuff. It was a real cool weekend. I actually drew a picture for him for his birthday on Wednesday because he likes Naruto, right? He's a big Naruto fan. He all had Kakashi on his arms for his Crocs. So I'll put that up in the video, his picture. You guys can check it out on my Instagram, Facebook. Same name, Drawkinglo. But yeah, let's get into the podcast today about health and whatever the case is. And let me just tell you guys my little journey. So, Satomoto, I can't say his name properly. He found his wife and it changed his life. So, I found my girlfriend, T, and she cooks, phenomenal cook. I always be glazing her. I'm a big glazer when it comes to her cooking. Cooking's phenomenal. People be like, oh, it looks like she's cooking white people food, but I'm like, man, it's so flavorful, it's so good. You guys are probably wondering, this guy got a girlfriend, she cooks really good. You're supposed to be 500 pounds by the time she's done with you, but truly, she has a very balanced dinner, right? And she's always about the health and sugar stuff. My stepson, he can't really have too much sugar, and there's a lot of healthy eating in the household, right? So for dinner, we'll have our meats, we'll have our sides, and obviously we have our veggies. So for me, why I got so big in the first place is I turned my ACL playing basketball, and I couldn't run anymore. But obviously, when you're not exercising or playing sports, and you're just sitting at home, or you're just working, and life is good sometimes. You be eating that McDonald's, you eating all this fast food, or even at home you don't eat healthy, right? So a lot of us adults don't eat healthy, right? We don't have no fruits in the morning. We don't have no veggies in our lunches or dinners, and that's a big thing, when you don't have these clean healthy fruits are eating. That's when you eat all this junk food, sugars, and stuff you get big. So, for me, I got huge, because I couldn't play basketball no more. I couldn't run anymore. And I reached to literally, I'm going to tell you guys my weight, okay? Don't judge me. My weight when I started losing weight, I was at 365 pounds, almost 370. Right? And met T, right? Start eating more healthier. No? And also I got like a scare or something. Like I think I had like a panic attack one day where like I felt like my heart was beating slow. Like I never had like heart problems. I could always run, jump. I always, like always. I might be a big guy, but I was always like healthy. You would want to say, and like like I usually check my blood pressure. Like I used to go to Walmart and just check my blood pressure. My blood pressure was super high. Like I never had high blood pressure, so I started going to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yo, you know what I mean? You need this shot. I know every couple of years you need like a certain shot, like tetanus shot or whatever." So I needed that because it's been so long. He's like, "Yeah, your blood pressure is high." Took my blood. Then I started change up a little bit. Started drinking more water than juice. First, I drank a whole lot of pop. Then I cut out the pop, and went to juice. Then went more water. Yeah, I got my blood pressure back to the levels where I needed it. Then literally, I'm here with tea, whatever the case with my lady. So I'm slimming down, but I'm not realizing because I've been big for so long, but I'm not like paying attention. I'm slimming down, whatever. Like I'm like even the clothes I was wearing, like she used to like bother me all the time. Oh, the shirt you're wearing looks like you're swimming in it. And I'm going like, what are you talking about? Like I like my shirts, a little bit baggy. And like I used to wear a 4X, and 4X was like it was tight, like it was becoming tight on me because I was getting bigger, right? And the day when I realized, like, damn, I'm losing weight is when I put on the T-shirt. I put on a 3X T-shirt. I was like, well, this actually fits. And like then I start realizing, oh, I'm losing a lot of weight. So then when I went to the doctor now, and this guy, my doctor, he's the worst. You know what? I'm not gonna say he's the worst, but he's always been like, oh, it's because you're fat. Just because you're fat. Da da da. So I went to the doctor. He weighs me, whatever. So the scare was I got pre-diabetic. So I even changed my eating even way more. Strictly just water. More solid. Like, I'm getting more serious. Then I went back to the doctor. He was like, yo, I'm surprised. He goes like, I don't think you lost weight. He's like, I don't think I need to weigh you. I'm like, oh, let's weigh me. Let's see, right? Because I was just like, I feel like no, she's telling me the shirts are too big for me. People are saying I'm losing weight. I'm like, wait a minute. The man was shocked. He was like, oh, I'm impressed, man. You lost a lot of weight. What you been doing? Whatever you're doing, keep it up. So I had to laugh, Then, like, oddly enough, later on, I was just like, man, I really lost a lot of weight to the point where beginning of the new year would just pass. Stuff happened in life, You don't try to get to negatives or talk about too much negatives in this podcast. But, life wasn't going good. So I try to find new things to relieve stress or, like, just to go out there and have fun. So me and my other brethren, Ace, Jordan, big up my boys. I'm like, yo, let's play some basketball. My boy Jordan goes like, yo, I got a membership at LA. Let's go to LA. They have a basketball court. So we start going Mondays. We start playing Mondays. Play basketball. And I was like, yo, let's go on the elliptical after basketball. We started going on the elliptical. We started doing that every week. And then I see the scale there. I was like, you know what? For shits and giggles, I want to see how much I weigh. So I weighed myself. And I'm at 300 pounds. I said, no way. I was at 365. I think I was at 305. I'm like fluctuating at that weight. 305, 300, whatever. I'm trying to get down more. But it's all about discipline, what I'm going to talk about more. But yeah, I was just like, wow, this is crazy. I've lost this much weight, and I didn't realize it. Like I went through a whole year, like, cause I was 365 at the end of 2023, going into 2024, and in the middle of 2024, I lost a whole lot of weight where I could wear a 3X shirt to the point where I could fit into a XL pants, where before I'd be in a like a 3X or 2X pants. I know it's pretty crazy. Some big sizes, eh? But yeah, I lost a lot of weight, and we're still aiming to lose more weight, right? My goal for losing weight is not to look good or to have this model body or to get ladies or whatever the case. There's a lot of people's goals like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Right? If you want to lose weight to look good or you know, because you're insecure about how you look, or you want to look a certain way. That's also good too, right? But for me, it's all about healthiness and like being healthy, because at the end of the day, is like I said, I have my son Elijah, I have stepson Cameron. You know, I want to see these kids go in high school. I want to see these kids go to college. And I want to go. I want to grow old with my partner. You can't grow old with your partner if you're getting a triple bypass. You're getting if you're eating all these bad foods, and your health is deteriorating, and you don't even reach the 35, or you don't even reach the 25, because a lot of these people don't. Some of them don't even reach that far, right? I knew this one girl who worked. Her husband had a heart attack when he was 19, but because he had a job where he sat down all day and he ate all junk food. So, and it's not just about working out, because I lost 65 pounds just off just eating healthy or changing the way I ate. So it's not all about just getting to the gym, but that's also a next factor. Me and the boys, we go every Monday, right? And it started off just playing basketball, and I was playing basketball, and I'm in LA Fitness. LA Fitness has like the Zumba classes, the yoga. They have people working out. How they have the amazing looking people working out, make you feel jealous. And like LA is a nice place because people are very nice in there. You could walk up to someone and ask them questions. They'll talk to you, and they'll do what you. They'll be like, they won't just say, yo, fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. I'm working out. Everybody's just calm and chill, and they pay their money. They come there, and everybody's good. So I was just like, cool. Like, I see they have boxing. So I was like, shit, I want to do some boxing. So I literally walked up to one guy I always see in the gym. He plays basketball sometimes, and more times he's wrapping up his hands to go play, to go box. So I asked him like, hey, like, I want to get gloves. He goes like, yeah, you should get gloves. Boxing's one of exercise where you're working out your whole body, cardio, punching the bag, acts as like lifting weights and stuff like that. It's like it's a full body exercise. I was like, oh, really? And he goes like, you should get the wraps because you could, basically mess up your knuckles. So went out there to Walmart, got myself a pair of gloves, got myself a pair of wrap. Looked on YouTube, learned how to wrap up my hand. Not really good at it. I'm okay now, but I'm still not a pro. So I boxed for the very first time. It was like a month ago. And man, I tell you, I was sweating. My whole body was tired. It was the best workout I ever did in my life. And it just didn't just feel good for my body or feel good for the exercise. It felt good mentally. And like a lot of stresses I left that day. And like I wasn't stressed out for like the rest of the week. Like I felt like a butterfly. Like I felt like Muhammad Ali, he says, sting like a bee, flow like a butterfly. I felt like the butterfly. I didn't even need to sting anymore. It was just a wonderful thing, and I just kept on going to the gym, and now I have my own membership. Now I'm trying to go to the gym 3 times a week. I was the type of person who was like, I don't want to go to the gym. The gym's boring. I don't want to lift weights. But there's places like LA where have different stuff where you don't have to just lift weights, right? Because I was that type of person. I don't lift weights. I don't really like running. But like yesterday, I boxed. I did elliptical. I played basketball. Feel good. I look good. I smell good. Well, I probably don't smell good. Today I didn't leave my house yet, so I didn't even get to take a shower. So don't judge me. But yeah, I look good, and I feel good. Yeah, this is how I relate to this character, Satomoto. It's a real cool show. The next way I relate to this character is I used to be like the big party guy. Like used to go parties almost every weekend, DJ every weekend, right? And found my girlfriend. Now I'm doing the family thing every weekend. I'm taking the kids to school on weekdays. I'm friggin', weekend here taking the kids swimming. Obviously in the show, Satomoto basically misses his lifestyle sometimes, where he visions himself killing people, and like sometimes I do miss the lifestyle of like going to parties or DJing and stuff like that. But I don't really miss it because I love my lifestyle now, and it's for the good. Back on the healthy thing. The health tip. Make sure you guys take your health serious. It doesn't take much. Like, you don't have to go to LA. Like, LA is pretty expensive. You could go to Good Life Fitness, $15, or Fit for Less, $15 or $10. Start with the treadmill or the elliptical. bring a friend, find a friend to go there. It's pretty fun. Like, you can put your phone up on the elliptical, watch a show. It just takes 30 minutes. Everybody says, "Oh, I'm busy. I can't do it. I'm busy." How much times you busy laying there, eating snacks, watching TV, or just sitting there falling asleep, where you could have just been watching that TV show, friggin' hitting the elliptical or the treadmill, or like pushing weights if you want to get these, So it doesn't take much to be healthy, right? It doesn't take much, right? I know the unhealthy foods are cheaper, right? But like you could always intimate stuff like milkshakes or like smoothies, put your fruits in there if you don't like eating your fruits raw. You could just add stuff to make it taste good. So you're getting that output, right? You could put veggies in it too, right? My girlfriend always tells me I gotta put protein powder. I gotta put this, and I'm gonna start doing it. She always tell me that after I work out, I should be drinking these stuff. So I'm gonna start doing it. See the benefits, right? Even me, I start taking vitamins. I never believed in vitamins, and now I'm taking a bunch of vitamins. And like even when I first started at the gym at the start of the new year, I'll play basketball, and my knees will be hurting me for the rest of the week. I'll be fucking. I don't want to play basketball again. I started taking some supplements, some vitamins, what helps with like bones, energy and stuff like that. And my recovery time is way faster, right? And obviously we're getting older. I'm talking about the older people, 30 plus. You know what I mean? The people who, when they walk up the stairs, they're out of their breath. We're not supposed to be out of breath walking up the stairs. So yeah, it's just if something is health you want to get onto, it's very easy. It's easy to get into. You know what I mean? Just stop making complaints. Just get out there. And that's the thing. Once you make those complaints, once you procrastinate, like I was talking about before, you're gonna sit in the house, eat potato chips, and watch the TV, and you're gonna reach 365 pounds like myself. And hopefully you can find a boyfriend or a girlfriend who could cook you good food and get you back on the right path. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the topic for today. Make sure you guys keep your health really good and clean. And like health is all a process. And don't get me wrong, like you might think I'm drinking here, I'm drinking water, or I'm eating fruits and I'm drinking these, and I have a balanced diet and all that. Nah, I'm freaking horrible. I be eating here. I've been eating this Briscoff for freaking the spread for so long now. I be eating Twinkies. Tuesdays I be eating Burger King. Like obviously, you still want to indulge, right? It's hard, but it's a life journey, And if you want to live longer or feel better, the hard stuff, the things what are hard, are gonna last longer than choosing the easy way out. Eating Twinkies every day and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the topic of the podcast for today. Health. Make sure you guys keep your health in check, or try to, or like get your health back in track. Today's song of the day is Vybz Kartel, Never Got a Gal. Oh, me love so much. Funny story. So I'm at the bar last night with the boys. After the gym we go to the bar. We chill with the coach, Mr. Hughes. He has his lady there, Diane. Miss Diane, she's nice. Then we have Ace, we have Jordan, then we have Alana. Ace's little friend who always comes at the bar. So, long story short, I say something about like a cat or whatever. She's like, well, "Why you say that?" I was like, "Oh, it's from the Vybz Kartel song." She goes like, "No, Vybz Kartel doesn't say that in this song. He doesn't say that in the song." I said, "What? Vybz Kartel, my father. That my daddy. He been teaching me for years. For one gone, next one born." Oh. So I said, "You know what? Pull up the song if you're so confident." She goes like, "Okay." So she plays the song. She goes like, "Oh, even the title says, never got a gal, right? Or never had a gal," or whatever he says. I said, "Okay, that's the title. Play the song." So, the song goes, na 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 na, North gal me. How the song goes. I never find a girl with me love so. That's the clean version. What she's talking about. But in the dirty version, he says, I never find a girl.
I tell you no lie. You me say, me never see a catty when me love so. Me.
I never find a catty when me love so much. And that's part was plays in this thing. And we're like, oh, and I'm like, listen, you see? You can't tell me. So, obviously, that song has to be the anthem of the day. You know, I was bumping when I was drawing this anime. Big up Alana, you know, even though she got her Jamaican card taken away. Now she's Vincy, you know, she listens to soca music. She's not a dancehall person anymore. We revoked her Jamaican citizenship. But yeah, with that, make sure you guys look out for my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as always. You know, Drawkinglo. They're all this. It's all one thing. Drawkinglo on all those platforms. TikTok, I'm gonna work on it this week. Get it out there. Make sure you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. And as my daddy says, what's under my nose, me out.